Yo, what's good people, and welcome back to the channel. Summer Walker just dropped her new album called Still Over It, and I thought I'd take you through how I would make a sample and a beat for that. Before we get into this video, don't forget to leave a like if you enjoy it, and let's get straight into this. So the first thing that I'd always use with these type of beats is they've got to be quite simple. They don't have to be all over the place, because an artist like Summer Walker would obviously use her voice to just make the whole vibe of the track. So you just want simple chords like this. So I've got this B flat minor, F major 7th, and A sharp minor 9th, and as you can see at the 4th chord, this is actually a F minor 7th as well, but I've just added highlights of tones just to give it a different variation throughout the chords. So all I've used on this is just a sketch cassette. I put a default and just give it a little bit of saturation, and then just EQ'd out a lot. I just want to make it a very lo-fi sound, so I just EQ'd out lows and highs just to make it very squashed. Then after that, I've layered it with this like organ electric piano sound from Analog Lab. And as you can tell, this organ gives a little bit more of like an atmospheric pad type of sound, and just gives a nice, just a core soul sound to the whole sample. And all I've used on that is just a delay. It doesn't have to be crazy, it's just to give it a little bit more of like a drive. And then I've used this vintage plugin, which is a free plugin. It's very good, and I just took out lots of the higher frequencies. I think I cut to like 10k, and that's just to make it lo-fi as well, just to give that room at the high end. After that, I wanted to have like a lead sound, so I used this jazz arc top guitar. To give that natural type of guitar sound, I've just placed some of the notes off grid, so they're just a little bit behind, just a little bit before, just to give that natural rhythm. And then I've used this Corey Wang amp just to give it that wah effect. I've sort of changed the release and the attack and sensitivity just to not be as harsh. Then a very, very wide reverb just to give a lot of decay, because I wanted to drown it out, just to use it as like an atmosphere pad sort of lead sound sort of. Next I added the Winter Bells, which is from Analog Lab as well, and this was just to give a little variation, just a little different taste of atmosphere and feeling. So I've used this Tascam cassette with some delay as usual, 1/8, just to make it pan left to right, and as usual just an EQ. And then for the sample I've just added this like Perc loop. And all I've done with that is just put this halftime on just to slow it down a little bit, and just fits in the natural rhythm. So after that I exported it, and I brought it down by 3 semitones here, and it's sort of where I've just brought it down a little bit, it's just lost the main tone of the whole sample. I just used this ozone imager just to give out some stereo like width to certain areas, and it feels like it's just lost here and needs to be brighter, so it just stands out a little bit better. Then I just use this low high, which I just use it as an automation, as you can see here, just for the start, just to give it a different cool vibe. So for the bass of the sample, I just use this Rickenbacker bass that I always like to use. It sounds like this. And all I used was this air micro shift, so it could just pop through like the sample a little bit more. I just want to take out the high end because it was very high, intense, and just a little bit of the low end just to make it fit better. So once I had that done, I just wanted to use the drums, so I've just used this hi-hat that's very simple. I wanted to keep the whole drums just simple, because I wanted to, obviously Summer Walker, use her voice, and she just drives the main rhythm and the soul of the song. And then I've used this snare that goes on top of it. And then I've used this nice bassy kick that I just spaced out and not being too crazy with. And then I've just used this hi-hat just to give it a little bit more extra bounce. And as you can see by the tempo of the drums, it just gives them so much space for an artist like Summer Walker to hop on. It's just perfect, and with like the warmth of the chords, it's just literally perfect for that kind of mood. As you can see by the arrangement of the sample, I've just took things in, I've just added a snap at the bridge here. With the sample at the last chord every now and again, I've just reversed it so it sounds like this. As you can see here, I've just took up the drums. It's because artists like Summer Walker just can do so much different things with her voice, so it's just nice to have a little break just to let the sample and the whole song just breathe. So together this is how it all sounds. Yeah, that beat come up perfect. Just so much space for an artist like Summer Walker to just hop on and just use her vocals to drive the whole beat. And you don't have to go too crazy with these type of beats. So yeah, if you like that, you know what to do. Leave a comment down below other stuff you want to see. Like, subscribe, follow my Instagram that's going to be on the screen. And I'll see you in the next one, people. Peace out.